Ben Meyer.
And I'm Rob Wright.
And this week we wanted to do a little breaking news. Next week, Grand Theft Auto 4 is coming out. You probably have heard. But as of today, a cracked version of the PAL version of the game, a full retail-ready version, was found on torrent sites and started to be downloaded. You started seeing videos going up on YouTube of clips of it, and it's just kind of spreading. And so we were thinking to ourselves, was this something that was inevitable?
Yeah.
What does this all mean? So, Rob, was this inevitable?
I think it was. I mean, I wasn't surprised when I heard the news, and I doubt you were either. You know, we've seen this happen before. This was the 360 version of GTA 4 that ended up online this morning, Wednesday morning, and you know, we saw it before with Halo 3, and I don't think anybody was surprised when that happened either. Halo 3 was leaked about a week early for the 360, and now we're seeing it again with GTA 4. And I think probably the same type of thing happened here that happened with Halo 3, which is, you know, the game is in boxes right now. It's waiting for it, to go on shelves next week. Someone probably just, got into a warehouse or got into, just picked the copy up and brought it home, cracked the DRM, and copied it and threw it up online. And, it is the full final version of the game, so that's probably what happened. And, I know that it sounds pretty easy to do that. And sadly, it probably was. Probably was pretty easy.
Probably was. Now, one thing we've talked a lot about is PC piracy and kind of how it's affecting the industry. Is this as big a problem for consoles? Is it really just that the PC gaming audience is getting more attention to the piracy issue for the PC, but it's actually there on the console?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've always thought that PC gaming piracy is much more predominant, and nothing I've seen has convinced me otherwise. I mean, I think it goes to the heart of, I guess, the platforms and their audience. I mean,
sure.
PC gaming audience is a tech-savvy crowd. They're used to working with the PC. They know how to download files and copy files. I mean, it's just kind of second nature, I guess. And whereas the console crowd, I don't want to call them noobs, but that's probably what most PC gamers are thinking. They're not as tech-savvy, and they're plug-and-play type. So they're not going to have an interest in trying to mod their Xbox or crack the DRM on that, that DVD for the 360. So, but I guess my point would be, if piracy was as bad on the 360 or the PS3 or any of the consoles as it was on the PC, wouldn't we see more copies of games? I mean, wouldn't we see more cracked copies? Would the rental businesses be able to support themselves if it was that easy to get a hold of games? So I just don't think it's as predominant. Not that it's not easy. I mean, you can get a $60 mod chip for the Xbox 360 and get it professionally.
Yeah, maybe it's not a big enough percentage of any game's particular sales, but at least for the big titles, it seems like they're getting cracked. They're available. It's just a smaller percentage. When GTA 4 sells 20 million copies and a big PC title sells 2 million, but the same number get cracked. It's a much bigger percentage.
Yeah, I mean it is a numbers game too. I mean, I don't know how many copies eventually of GTA 4 are actually going to be cracked. But if you look at the results today, I mean, I think IsoHunt, one of the torrent sites out there, had about 1,500 seeders and about 1,300 leechers, which is, we're not even 12 hours since the thing that went up online, I don't think. So, that's significant, but still, I don't know. It's not nearly as big of a problem as it is on PC games, I don't think.
So it's probably not going to hurt sales. I can't imagine that.
I don't think so. Do you think so?
I really don't think it's going to be the biggest selling game of the year. Every GTA title has sold more than the one before, and the last one was sold, 20, 25 million, something insane like that, pretty much second only to Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to think, especially with the buzz and the reviews it's been getting, that it's going to do anything less.
I totally agree. I think that you may see a significant percentage of people with pirated copies, but even the group Icon that cracked the PAL version of the game and threw it up online said in the release note that hey, this is a really good game, you should go and buy it, which, you may find ironic that the person that cracked this for piracy purposes is saying go and buy it, but I mean, it's quite an endorsement, don't you think, when you can actually just take the free version?
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, well, whatever. But I mean, it has gotten a lot of good buzz, so I expect it to be a monster seller. And, probably only a small percentage of business will be lost for Take-Two and Rockstar.
Yeah. Well, one place that's not going to really sell well is on the PC. There's no
PC version.
No PC version at launch, and a lot of people think it will probably come eventually. But when's eventually? It could
a year
be
from now.
Year. Some people say 2.
Yeah.
And do you think that having a cracked version out there might encourage someone to try to re-engineer it for the PC in lieu of having a retail PC version?
It's possible. I mean, it's a long shot. I got to be honest. I mean, the Xbox 360 architecture is a lot more similar to the PC development architecture. I mean, all the developers talk about how easy it is to port a game from the 360 to the PC and vice versa, just given the similarities there. But I mean, oh man, that would be hard. That would be hard to do to get the 360 code and take that much time and reverse engineer for the PC. I don't want to say it's impossible, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. I mean, there were rumors that Halo 3 was cracked and coded for the PC. You can still find torrent sites with Halo 3 PC, but I think it's all BS. I mean, none of the reports I saw ever panned out, so I think it was a bit of a pipe dream. But GTA is probably going to be in much more demand than Halo. I mean, it is a universal appeal type of game to both PC gamers and console gamers, unlike Halo. So you never know. Maybe somebody will try it. It's just disappointing that Rockstar and Take-Two, had all that time to develop the game and didn't.
Especially with that online component. I mean, it would just be so cool to have it on the PC.
Release a PC version at launch. It's disappointing. So maybe somebody will try to develop.
Not that we
encourage. That we're condoning it. We're not.
We're not
condoning it. But if you do,
just give us a call. That's all the time we have for this week. I'm Ben Meyer.
And I'm Rob Wright.
And we'll see you next time. Hi, I'm Ben Meyer.
And I'm Rob Wright.
Hi, I'm Ben Meyer. Nico! Hey! All right.